Okay, today we're going to look at Spanish 2 Module 3. Some of the things we're going to talk about are the vocabulary having to do with the hotel. You're going to learn different forms of payment, cash, check, charge card, things like that. And the one that we're mostly going to go over today is the preterite tense. So the preterite tense is one of the two forms of the past tense in Spanish. There's two different tenses. Remember, tense is telling when something happened. So this tense, the preterite tense, is for an action that you did in the past one time. Like, I ate pizza last night, or John went to the zoo yesterday, or we saw a movie last night. Okay, they swam, you studied, etc. So that's what the preterite is. First, we're going to look at a little bit of vocabulary. One of the things in lesson 306 is vocabulary having to do with different chores, things that you might have done this last week. So we've got cortar el césped, to cut the grass, lavar los platos, to wash plates, secar los platos, to dry the dishes, tirar la basura, to take out the trash or the garbage. So make sure that you have a good understanding of the vocabulary and the new verbs. There's a lot of new verbs that you have not learned before and that you may not be familiar with. So make sure you are learning all of those. So we're going to take these verbs here and we're going to put them in the preterite to say that you did some of these activities. So first we're going to look at AR verbs. So AR verbs, again, ones that end in AR. On this list you'll see quite a few of them are that. Cortar, lavar, secar, tirar, etc. So there's a lot of AR verbs. You're going to follow the same steps as if you were conjugating a present tense verb, meaning you're going to take off the AR, so from hablar, you're going to take off the AR, and then you're just going to add the ending that matches the person that's doing the activity. So in the present tense, we had just a regular old O for I speak or I talk, but in the preterite tense, to say I talk, or I talked, or I spoke, I talked on the phone, we're going to do the E with an accent. Remember, an E in Spanish sounds like A. So it'd be yo hablé. Okay, the to form, if you're going to ask, did you talk to your teacher? Okay, you would say, tú hablaste, hablaste. And then usted or ella or él would be habló. And remember, the accent's going to be, there's an accent there, so you're going to add a stress on that syllable. It's not hablo, it's habló. Okay, so it's a little bit different. We've got amos, which is actually the same as in the present tense. So it'd be hablamos, would be we talked on the phone. Hablasteis and hablaron. Okay, so you've got, those are the endings for AR verbs that you have to memorize. You're going to be doing the preterite tense in Module 3, in Module 4, and in Module 6, and basically from now until the end of your Spanish career. So make sure that you are learning these endings and you're very, very comfortable with them and you know how to use them. Now we're going to look at, there's some exceptions, of course. These are some spelling change exceptions, and they're only going to apply for verbs that end in car, gar, and zar, okay? And it's only going to be in the yo form, okay? The reason that these changes occur is because it changes the sound of the word if we don't make these changes. So car in the yo form is going to, you're going to use, basically, look, you're going to add a little U in the middle there, okay? Gar, you're going to add a U in between the G and the E. And for zar, you're going to actually just change it to a C, so it keeps a soft sound. So the reason you do that is tocar, for example, if you didn't put the QU in there instead, if you didn't change it to QU, it would be tose instead of toque. And because it's tocar, we want to keep that hard C sound, so it's going to be toque el piano, okay? Saqué la basura. So you want to change the C into a QU. Llegar, same thing, it'd be yehe if we didn't put that U in there. So in order to have the G sound, you need to add the U. So instead of yehe, it'd be yege for like llegar. Okay, so that's why you have to do those spelling changes. So go ahead and try some of these, practice these, and see if you can figure out how you would change the verbs in parentheses into the preterite.